He represents the Ajmer constituency of Rajasthan, and with the elections just round the corner now, Corporate Affairs Minister Sachin Pilot seems confident of the Congress's prospects, not just in Rajasthan, but also in the crucial upcoming 2014 general elections.
One must not just look at the incident, but try and get to the bottom of it as to why it happened and who started it and what are the reasons for it. And if you see the history of it, all these communal tensions or instances have taken place just prior to the elections happening. And it begs the question as to what are the forces that are instigating such instances. And the law and order has been dealt with quite strict, strongly as far as the Congress government is concerned. These issues to be taken up. Why just before election time? Why
they were politically motivated?
Well, why is it that things happen in Uttar Pradesh when Mr. Shah goes there, when Mr. Modi is announced as PM candidate? This sort of polarization and this undercurrent of polarization is unleashed only in election time. In the last 4 years, we never saw any of this happen. So intelligent people will ask that question.
So who's been behind it? What's your take on it?
I think behind all the talk of governance and investment and economic growth and opportunity and positive agenda that Mr. Modi says in his speeches, the underlying and behind the curtain agenda still remains the Ayodhya, Hindutva, Hindu-Muslim sort of a thing, which he may not say it on camera, but his team and his people are working on that to make sure that division or that polarization happens.
You see that on the ground in Rajasthan when you go back to the state?
You said all these instances have happened in the last 6 months. They weren't really happening in the last 4 years. But yeah, the timing is very suspect. And it's not good for our country. I think it's not healthy for our democracy to have these instances cloud people's judgment before elections happen.
But you feel that there is a conscious effort at polarization that's taking place ahead of the elections?
You see the instances happen in Muzaffarnagar and the western Uttar Pradesh still remains quite tense. There may be a superficial calm, but there are fears and anxieties in minds of people in western Uttar Pradesh, in other parts of India. You mentioned Rajasthan, you've seen few instances. Why these things happen? Why do they happen when the names of certain individuals are projected to lead the country? People with checkered backgrounds and history of having such issues and being involved in such issues are put on the ground in Uttar Pradesh and other areas. So, it may not be so upfront.
In Rajasthan, you also named RSS as being instrumental in instigating these things.
It's not just, I think it's a whole coalition of these forces and people who have a very narrow way of thinking, who believe that supremacy of one section is paramount for India's development, etc. I don't believe that. I think our constitution, our ethos, our democracy, our political atmosphere is such that we have to be inclusive.